Morning, good afternoon, evening, depending on when you're watching the movie. Today, we want to talk about the structure of the limbic system. And there's no I can talk about the limbic system that do not talk about the brain. Okay, now, for instance, this is the structure of the limbic system. Remember that the limbic system is located in the subcortical area of the brain. Subcortical means below the cortical, below the cerebral. And now we have this structure that is in a C shape, which is made up of both the cortex and that of which is made up of the white matter and gray matter. And the white matter of it is basically used for connectivity, that is for connection of neurons or interneurons from one fiber, from one structure to the other using some nerve fibers. Okay, now when I say that limbic system is a system that is important in emotion, it is very, very important in behavior, also important in affecting response of an individual, and also important in the aspect of memory. Then we have these various structure of the limbic system. One, we have this is the limbic lobe. Please don't forget this, very, very important. Limbic lobe. The limbic lobe is first of all divided into two, the upper side and the lower chamber. Are you hearing? Yes. The upper side is called the cingulate gyrus, and the lower side is made up of para-hippocampal gyrus. So, as we continue, I will tell you the function of each of the gyrus. Then we have basic structures. Remember, I've told you that the functions of this limbic system. One, talk about what? Emotion is the emotional aspect of the brain. Two, we talk about the behavior. So it also helps in the behavior. Three, it helps olfactory response. Four, it helps for memory. So let us see the structures that are responsible for this. First of all, we have what we call the limbic lobe. Limbic lobe houses all the limbic structures, and one of the most of these structures are very very significant in their various functions. One, let's talk about the cingulate gyrus. The cingulate gyrus is just like a point where it's just like an afferent part of the brain. Afferent means it helps in the reception of information from the cerebral cortex, or basically for the sensory receptors or the sense organs like the eye, the nose, the ear, the skin. Basically, we have five of it, the tongue. So whatever this particular cingulate gyrus sees or perceives do not be transferred immediately via this loop down to the para-hippocampal aspect of the lobes. Then the para-hippocampal have some other, nerve fibers. Let me call it the connectivities or connections that move straight to the to the hippocampus proper or hippocampus formation. Hippocampus formation are made up of three basic structures. Remember, we have one, limbic lobe. Under the limbic lobe, we have the CG, which is cingulate gyrus, and the PHG, which is parahippocampal gyrus. Then after that, we have the hippocampus formation. Hippocampus formation is made up of three sensory receptors as well. One of them is the dentate gyrus. Then the dentate gyrus is responsible for afferent reception, that is also receiving information from the one, the parahippocampal and the gyrus.
mentioned and said that the hippocampus is made up of three basic.
Yeah, the hippocampus formation
The formation is made
is
up
made
of
of three basic
three basic
structures.
structure. So
One is what we call the dentate or dentate gyrus. Two, cerebellum. Three, hippocampus proper. Then the cerebellum, the dentate gyrus is responsible for afferent sensory receptors. That is, it collects information from this parahippocampal gyrus to the hippocampus directly. And you know that the hippocampus is responsible for memory. Remember, so when the memory is being collected, now be registered, then efferent functions like the cerebellum and the hippocampus proper does that of efferent function. And the hippocampus responsibility or function of the hippocampus is one, reception of memory and consolidation of that memory. So what receive the memory is the dentate or dentate gyrus. So the consolidation means taking it inside, you understand, absorbing it and sending it to the subconscious aspect of the mind. What does that now is the cerebellum and hippocampus proper. Then after this hippocampus, we have another important structure which is called the amygdala. The amygdala is responsible for emotion. Some people say it is the center for feelings. It is the center for sober, the center for emotional response. So for an individual to have this amygdala destroyed, that means the individual will not have emotion, such as emotion for fear, emotion of fear, love, anger, aggression, rage, anxiety. So sometimes they used to say that if they severe this amygdala, there is a surgery called amygdalectomy. That individual will automatically not be afraid again. I understand it. And in the course of addiction also, this amygdala can also be affected. That's why I see some people that are addicts. They don't fear anybody. People will be smaller in their eye because their amygdala have been affected. Then this amygdala have other function. Remember that it is basically made up of what we call the cortical the anterior the cortical medial nucleus and that of the basolateral nucleus. Then the cortical media is responsible for olfactory functions of the limbic system. Remember, I listed that. And then the basolateral is responsible for that other functions, which is that of the emotional response of the limbic system. Then after that, you have a structure here known as the thalamus. The thalamus is a very important structure that plays role when you're talking about movement, but it is connected directly to that of the, you know, from here it goes straight to the frontal cortex. But before it will move, it must first of all pass either through the hippocampus or the amygdala, or it can also intersperse to the hypothalamus. Because hypothalamus is another structure which is very, very responsible for the immune system. Before I will talk about the thalamus, let me finish the hypothalamus. Hypothalamus is made up of two basic aspects in limbic function. One, it has the mammillary body that contains what we call sometimes you used to hear about that this particular aspect of the hypothalamus is responsible for this or this secretion of hormone or this, but Also, it also have a function that is responsible for the AVN, that is anterior, and that is the autonomic nervous system, posterior, you understand? So there is a here that the posterior aspect of the hypothalamus supplies supplies the posterior aspect of the hypothalamus supplies the um, it helps in the secretion of oxytocin or adrenaline directly. Well, anterior aspect of, okay, well, sometimes also the mammillary aspect of it, that mammillary body, supply the hypothalamus directly. I mean, the pituitary gland directly helps in the production of some of the tropic hormones. They are used to hear adrenocorticotropic hormones. You hear things like hormones like um, like the growth hormones, thyroid stimulating hormones. This is where it is also stimulated. So this hypothalamus is also responsible for one, when you're thirsty, it also indicates and tells you that you are thirsty. You have to go on and test. Then when you're hungry, it also helps